It's hot.
It is.
My brain is what's fried this week. My body and my brain are like, judge 2 trials in a week, and we've been prepping our novice classes, right? And this week I was like, you know what? Let's do something fun and weird and stupid. Why not? I shouldn't say fun and stupid, but different. Just out of our normal, here's your interior search, here's this search. And what we're going to do today is, it's all about watching your dog in odor. So we're going to be off leash today. We're going to be searching potentially a little bit higher than we've done for some dogs. This is going to be high. Some of them I'm going to move it so it's higher, right? It needs to be in a spot where it's not like, I don't want, like, we need Jasper to be able to find it, but we also need River to not be like right at her level, right? So it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to maybe move it depending on who's there, but it's not going to matter.
We need to run like a short call or something.
Probably we could. Yeah, give or take, average, I'm not picky, but yeah, that would make sense. So if we all smaller ones go first, after kind of.
Pretty much it's Jasper.
CBD cream is awesome.
Yep. So anyway, let's
so much better.
today again, so it's all about watching your dog in odor and recognizing what does my dog look like and what does my dog look like when I have 2 different odors out there and 2 different odor codes. So we're gonna come in and I'm gonna close the gate. We're gonna shuffle this just a hair, but and you're gonna come in and you're gonna release your dog and you're gonna go off leash. I want you, the best that we can, to give our dog space. Indigo may not want to give much space, so you have less. Yeah, and she may be like, this is awesome. Some of you might realize that you're far away and your dog looks at you more than you think he does. So we want to have a balance of, I want you to stay away without, being right at your dog. I want you to see this odor change in behavior and him going back and forth and doing the things. And I'm going to put some on the table and some are straight up on a chair. So I have one hive right now, and it's on this chair, just underneath, straightforward. We're going to start with one hive. We're going to go really fast. And you're just going to come in and release your dog. What I want you to see, though, is when we have an object that's close to a table, after a while, sometimes those 2 spaces get muddled. So is it coming from the table or is it coming from the chair? Most of the time when it's small like that, it's less on the chair or on the table. But we're later going to do the opposite, where then we're going to put the hide on the table, and now you're going to see your dog decide what object is coming off. So we're going to do a little bit of both. So right now, all I have set up is perch. Pretty straightforward. Again, I just want you to come forward, release, and just let them explore. I think I got it covered. We'll double check our corner over there, but you should have plenty of room for you guys to just let them do their thing. I want you to watch what happens in odor. Right, the 30 seconds prior to them hitting the hive. What do they look like so you can tell what they look like? I will say that these tables were probably used the last night, so there could be residual odor, which is fine because I want them to work through to find the actual hive. So, for example, last night we had some up here, we had some in the middle, so they were high up, so your dog may pop up and decide, oh, what's this? So, but I want them to work it out. You are going to stay back and give your dog space. Now, let's say my dog goes over there. Maybe this is too far for my dog. I'm going to, when we do our handling skills with this, we want to be dog-driven, handler-assisted. So, that means I'm going to follow my dog. I'm always going to keep my shoulders and hips to my dog. But maybe I got to go forward. Okay, he's going that way. Okay, so just pretend I'm following. I'm just going to open up space. Okay, that's cool. Now they're going over there. Now let's say we just never checked this corner. All I got to do is pivot to the side, back up, and say, hey, dude, without saying anything, now my dog's going to be like, oh, okay. Because I'm pulling them in a a direction. Forward pressure is going to push them forward. Back pedaling is going to pull them toward you. So we have to be a little bit sensitive on our forward pressure and our back step. And even this motion alone can change a whole setting. My online coach yells at me because I do this a lot. I step forward, ready to go reward, but now I'm putting forward pressure, so Maverick's like, oh, I gotta go. And he's a great dog, but he'll start to pop up, or he'll start to get in spaces that I'm not really ready for him to go because I'm forward in my pressure. If I just sat back on my heels and waited him out, he would figure it out better on his own. So just like agility, where our body motion tells our dogs what to do, so does it in Zipper. So I want us to pay attention to that too. Any questions? It's going to be super easy, straightforward, one hide. I want you to wait, and then as soon as your dog goes in, the hope is that your dog's going to start to look underneath. I would like them, it doesn't matter if it's back here, right? It's all over the place. The whole thing is filling. I would like them to try to get underneath. If they just look around, mark it, and then what you're going to do is reward under, so they start to learn to put their nose underneath. But the hide is right here underneath for looking, okay? Cool.
Now, out of curiosity, so if they're bracketing, right?
Yeah.
If they're bracketing and you stay alert, are you looking for them to go under and do it to give you more of a cue, or do they have to go under before you say alert?
So I want my dog to put their nose as close to the source as possible. So in theory, I'm actually looking for the dog to put their nose under before I call my alert to the judge.
Okay.
So in this case, but we haven't, and some of that is a training thing. We used to use chairs all the time in the beginning. So you'll see a lot of my older dogs that have been here because we didn't have all this stuff. So all we did was table or some chairs and some, I commandeered that whole stack in 5 years. So, but we've done it a little bit less because we've done other things. So they may or may not understand to look underneath. So which is why if they don't, then I just reach underneath. And if they really don't get it, all you got to do is pull it up, show your dog. I'm okay with that too, because they see you pick it up. And if you guys ever do need to pick it up, it's museum putty, so you have to re-squish it before you stick it back down. That was a good question. So under that observation too, because you know where the hide is, you're still going to mark it.
I don't see this as being dog fight related.
Oh, sorry, yes, this first one is not. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. I meant to say that earlier. The first round is not, so whoever wants to go, you can stay in high order. It's just when we start getting up to the table, I don't want to do a high for Jack Roll when we have never done all the way up at a whole huge challenge, especially coming off of it.
I will say at the trial,
Yes.
there was a table.
Yeah.
The actual, I didn't know it at the time, the actual set was at the base of the foot. And he sat there and he started sniffing his leg. She said, I can't give it to you because he did.
Yeah.
But don't volunteer information, just say alert. Because I was pointing.
Oh, yes.
Don't volunteer
Don't point.
information.
Yes, it's definitely one of those like, how do we talk about, yeah.
And
It's easy to say
you
that.
can't have anything over 24 inches in nose.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That was
Sometimes it just goes right through us.
already.
Okay.
All right, mister.
Oh, I'm gonna. More of a rounded shape. Alright, and then I will close doors. Ready? Go search.
Oh, I know.
Good boy, buddy. That was nice. So he sniffed the back chair, so there probably could be odor on the back chair. That was nice. Easy peasy. First round is like nothing.
They also have the entire room, no dividers whatsoever. Yeah, and 2 separate tribes, so same room. So that was.
AKC allows you to have visual barriers and closer, or you can have 30 feet without visual barriers.
Don't want to ask.
And sometimes they do that. That's fine. More is better.
So classy.
So bossy. Yeah. Ready?
There's never a dull moment. There's just not.
Ready? Find it. Get it out.
Whips.
Yes.
Alert.
Good boy. Yes.
Good boy. Yes, yes, yes. Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Yeah.
Boy.
Good job, buddy. Yeah. And remember, next week you got plenty of time.
I know, and I'm not going to call alert.
Frustrating. I did it.
Your left is so much better than your right.
Stay there. Just watch.
Yeah, your left is so much better than your right.
Side is better than the other?
Yes. Good girl. Super.
I just don't believe he knows his going to grades. Upsetting anybody.
Good job.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. No, I say, a dog that has someone who's stuck in his brain. Search! Search! And we're gonna go this way.
Okay, wait it out, wait it out. Choose, see how you can see it. She's looking up. She has to do a little bit of
We're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this puzzle solving.
Yes, there we go. Good. That is exactly what we want. We need those problem solving. Good girl. And we start to take that in, so she notices odor collection a lot of places. So she may be one of those, we gotta be careful that she's not gonna just hit odor somewhere and tell you. So that's why getting the closest to source as possible is gonna be really okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure if we were doing tall or small.
Whenever you're ready.
Not ready.
Tight, just let it come to the floor. You do a lot of odor sitting Yes, there you go. I was telling that. Yes. That's okay. It's underneath. It's all collecting.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. It's kind of not, it's not right. When it comes to like small objects, I take it. As long as it's under somewhere. Yeah. But you saw he pushed it and he thought about it. But he's getting better at finding things like, okay, just because I smell the odor doesn't mean it's actually the hot. So that was really good. just like we talked about, you may have to go in the back corner. You may just have to put that in the eye or earshot of her.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Noticing some odor here. You step into your right.
So would this be one where you like?
This would be my, yeah, I would step more to my right and suggest that table just ever so slightly. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take you to that. Yes.
She looked at me.
Yes, 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 exactly.
Good.
Good job. Nice. Good. It's amazing when we start to watch and watch videos and we learn that body pressure. It's really, we do it a lot without thinking about it. That was so good.
So if the card says to the right, it's always my right. Okay.
Yay! Wow! Super! That was great. Maybe one, you can always pop it.
Stand by.
Shove your knee too, so you don't have to bend over.
Always ask someone
Good job, buddy.
trying to solve puzzles.
Okay. You ready?
Thank you.
Kind of hang tight while she looks at you. Stay and watch. Don't look very far. She's pretty independent. So. Yes. Don't lay on your call. Let her come back. And then as soon as she does that exact thing, you're going to mark it. Okay. See how you stepped back and then you brought her to you? Bring her back to your side, restart her. Okay, just do her. Alright, that's just like I'm gonna play.
Sit. Water. Find it.
They're based in Washington and they are not in that big of a
I need to get it.
For some reason, I think they're really expensive. They're not in that boat. Like two companies. But you can buy some, and you get them, you pick it up and they're
Yes. I will go with that. Good, good, good. Mark it right under the chair. There we go. Good girl, yeah. Nice. Yes. You can see she's very sensitive to body pressure, right? Or even anything you do.
Sit.
So you might want to start getting you can get a get in, like, or a get her next to your side, like you would at a start line.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like a good trick you could do, and then that way you
That's
hold
what we
and
do at the
release.
house, and
Yeah.
then, but we didn't have time to eat. I'm sorry, where'd you go?
Nice. Is that everybody? Rock and roll.
I guess. Well, we were talking.
Okay, so everybody pop over here real quick. I just moved this chair back here. Okay, still kind of the same space. I want to give these two a little bit separate odors, like a space. So you have two separate odor cones. This one's gonna stay around in here. That one should stay around in there. So I just moved it to the other side. Same deal, it's still underneath. I didn't do anything to it. This one is gonna start out here, okay, just right on this like ledge thing. The higher we get, even for the bigger dogs, the more space it's gonna fill underneath the table, which adds a whole huge challenge. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring it probably instead of forward up this row, the bigger dogs are gonna get it up the ledge into a corner, okay? So Wednesday class, I think I put it underneath and I put it square in the middle. This is the hardest hide to find because it's everywhere, it's dispersing, and what it did is it dispersed the whole search area, and we're always back in the corner. So the air conditioning unit inside that maintenance room was pulling it to the door under the air conditioning unit. So it was expanding a good 20, 30 feet easily for class. So we don't want to make it too widespread. So we always add something that's semi-close so that dogs bounce off of it. So they collect odor off of whatever's close. But we don't want it super tight so that dogs are like, is it this or is it this? And then they start to question. So just give it a little bit of space just for the odor availability to pop up. So again, we're going to start it. Actually, what I might do instead, I might just put it here. It's black. They're not really good. But I want it to be, and the reason we're doing it for different heights is I want it to be not white at nose leg. Yeah, this one's going to be the anise, so this one's white. I want it to be above their nose, but without being like, right? So that's why we're going to vary it. So you're going to start to see them start to lift. I want you to watch when do they start lifting their nose and catching it. They're going to start popping up and be like, smell it. Those are the things I want us to see. That's why we're going to vary the height. We're going to keep it along that space.
It's in the same place in the chair.
Yeah, I just did it. So this is a great practice of, are they gonna, we see birch and anise. Do they smell both at the same time, but then decide, okay, I'm gonna go find that chair. Now I have to remember to go back and go find the other one. Are they gonna bounce back and forth because they can't figure it out? Which is why I leave two separate odors, so they can understand that there's two. When we go up, let's just say they go here first, because anise is very billowy. It's going to go out a little bit. So this could be the one they find first. Remember, you're going to reward. You do have to pivot or just step back, but don't run back to give them space. Just open up, and then once they leave, then you can slowly start to move through your space. Okay? You can go into your corner, put pressure that way, or you can just kind of step back and look. I want you to use your body as if you were connected to it. Just like this. All of them did great with some space. A little bit of open that scared everybody. Oh, I did? I'm sorry, Jennifer. Hey, buddy, you ready? Go search. Problem solving to the left. If he gets frustrated, you're going to call it as close. If it has to be in the middle, that's okay. Good. Yes. Good man. Good. Nice. Very nice. This is where that marking comes in handy, so you don't mark it and not have to be there. Good. Find more. I'll find more. Find more. It would be a shame not. Uh-huh. So then recognizing, yeah, where it comes from too. Good. Good choice. Yep. Good choice. Move your body language. Trav. Find more. What you may need to do is when he's over there, if he alerts you again at the chair, you're going to pick up the hide and put it in your pocket. See that popping up right there. You may need to come and step a little bit left. Yep, just kind of say, yep, it's here. You can get ready to step into the middle. That's
A big part of the problem is he's found that early, and then he went off there.
yeah. So sometimes practicing also having them come back is good. That's why, and again, in the middle. So he's catching odor, he just can't quite. This is where that body pressure might come in handy. So you face the table. Yes, so you can
And I'm
see.
just trying to get out of the way.
Right, so you can see the difference of sometimes the frustration comes in handy. I'm just going to watch you. And this is a huge learning curve. They just learn. Now push forward and just put a little bit of pressure. We'll give them a few more seconds. Anything on the table, I'm gonna call it.
Yay!
Good boy.
Good boy.
Nice. Now reward right on the left side. Good job.
Right there, buddy.
Oh, there it is. Because you can also see the direction it's pointing means odor's like shooting down the thing. And metal's going to be a conduit, so it's going to hold its place in the middle.
That was hard.
Like that. Good job, buddy. So once they, again, Nosework's like a learning sport, right? He's going to hold that in his memory bank now and say, oh, now I know that a hide could be up here in this space. And I found it this way. So they really start to process, which is why I don't always want to take him off of it or show him where the hide is, because he needs to figure out all those points that he found it from. Okay, when you're ready, find it. So really start to, watch his nose. Look at him pop up. He's collecting information at all those points. Yeah.
Yes.
Take it. Good boy.
Yes, good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy. Yes.
Yeah.
Find more. Find more.
Just wait that out. Don't say anything else.
Yes, find more.
Now get ready to move away from the chair. Still face him. It's really important to still face his body. There you go. Now watch. He went fast. He slowed down. He's popping up. collecting underneath and on top. Wait for him to turn. Yes, good.
Yes, good boy.
Nice,
Good
yeah.
boy.
Anything on that rung I'll take. That was beautiful. Did you see how he found that odor? So watching those behaviors is important. We start to learn ourselves. My dog puts their nose up and down, odor's high. It's, you know, higher than, of course, boy, you know, somewhere, or it's more open. So then if we crowd them, they can't bounce off the wall or bounce off a chair. They only have to stay close to you. So we want to give them a lot of that space.
Stop.
Sweet girl.
At least the boy.
Yes, any of that. Yes. Good girl. She went fast, had that pause. Good. Who is next?
I think you are.
Next thing, yeah. I think you're kind of on that line. So I'm gonna move it up maybe a little bit. So bring her back to you. Get her to play with you. Get her loving. I know. Scary, Jonesy. Good. Good. So then, yeah, you just restart her and go back to it. Sit, sit. She's gone. It's find it. Find it. And if we have to, we bring her back.
Yep, she's probably done.
Yeah. So let's just bring her back. She did good, girl. She found things.
Do you think they're having a harder time finding that one because they're listening to the news?
I think it's because it's open. It's the how it's presented versus what it is. Yeah. Because they're catching the odor, they're just not sure how to get to it.
And no, you're not doing your homework right now. Ignoring that one.
She figures it out really quickly. Doing a lot better. Yes. Good man. Yes, yes, yes. So it might be a challenge for him to want to lay down everywhere. Just be patient. Yeah, I'll take that. Good boy. Good. Yes, yes, yes. Kind of showing the head. Oh, there we go. So you could see him hit the chair. He's like, nope, that's not it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
no,
come right back out.
that was wrong.
Yeah, that's
Good
great.
job, buddy. He's really getting used to understanding. He's getting in the old habits and looking, but he knows immediately as soon as he does it, he's like, that's wrong. That was nice. Okay, let me move it up just a little bit. So now we're gonna change. You may notice just a slight picture change because now instead of shooting out, it's gonna shoot down and around. But I want it to be a little bit
And
higher.
those lips folded underneath. I noticed even exterior at the trial, the
Yeah.
benches, they all went underneath that.
Yeah, look at all. I mean, all those little grooves, and this groove has this groove, and this has this groove, and it collects so much underneath. And what we realized at the trial, when she used it for exterior, was it swirled a lot underneath. So it was blowing and then swirling and getting caught in all those little.
Yeah, a lot of dogs.
Was working. The hide was on the back corner of the table. On this side, the dogs, a lot of dogs were on the other side.
Yeah.
It was really, it was much harder for them than I thought it would be.
Yes, and I don't think either of us anticipated too much swirling. I put it on there, and what I did is I put it on the very edge where you almost could see it, but then I draped the tablecloth on it, so it was collecting under the tablecloth, and I was holding itself, but then after a while it was traveling, and the dogs who were really sensitive to the pooling odor couldn't work their way back to the corner, they stayed in the middle. So, in theory, it was probably too hard for an advanced dog,
But you would see something like that in a master.
Huh?
You would see something like that at a master level.
You probably would see under the table, like the whole table.
Okay.
In a cabinet, in a drawer, you know, maybe up on the shelf up there. You know, the odor picture changes to be now more available everywhere. Now they have to really sort where they're coming from, which is why I left mine under the tablecloth so that it could puddle basically.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Research.
And pressure pulled her off just a little bit. If you need to, you can move around this direction slowly.
Just hold on. I don't need it.
Anything on the chair when she goes to it. She's working really hard to find it. Look at all that elevated nose picture. Any of that chair.
Do what?
So you're a little late on the chair. I would have called some of that. As soon as she puts her nose down, because she's trying to really figure it out. She's still like super new, so we need to be a little bit quicker for her. Good girl, yes. And then reward it underneath. Good girl. For her, I want you to pick up that hide and put it in your pocket. Good. Just since you've only been doing this for a few weeks, this is a tough. This is above kind of everybody's level, but I thought why not? Good girl. Now you're gonna have to leave the chair because she thinks the chair is still the hot spot. There you go.
I was gonna say, now she's a moving hotspot.
Yeah. And it's in it, and normally we take it away because it completes the picture. Yes, you have odor on you and now you smell, but it says, oh, it's not there anymore. So don't walk to the chair, walk away from the chair. There you go. Alright. Ready? Look at that. Any of that?
Yes.
Yes, good girl. Super. Beautiful. Yes. So even you can see it exactly how it's pointing, right? Shoot straight up. You can see all that behavior. You can see it. Good job.
So the one thing I didn't know when she started shuffling her.
Oh, when she gets close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll let y'all come up here one at a time.
Good. Yeah. All those little things help for
We'll
sure.
practice it really fast.
Addie's very loud, so I always know Addie's an odor because I can hear her clicking. She's got this like breathing clicking. she's not very confident in her environment, so that's how I always tell. I have to be a little quicker with her. Yeah, any of that. Yay! You bracketed it around, ended up coming to look at you. Good.
That was good.
Yes. Yes.
Find more.
And if she goes back to it, you'll do the same thing and pick it up. You may have to pick it up too for her, but let's see. If you can move your body away.
Come here. You already got that one. Find more.
Good.
There we go.
You can see you're pointing to it, so. Ah. Yeah, I'll take any of that. Yes, good girl. Yay! Nice. Good. Again, are they on it exactly? No. But they're collecting where the odor is put. And that's what I want. I want them to recognize odor. And that was so good. I'm so confident. And right, a lot of dogs are going to go back to an old hide because that was where they got paid, of course, where they know there was something, they are confident that there was something. Sometimes they go back and then do the thing right where you say, I knew I remembered something back in that other room. I don't know if anybody else does that. Let me go back to the living room where I remembered that one thing. Dogs do it.
I know, you actually read my hand.
And I think you're going to have to do the same thing in the hide in your pocket when you pick, when she goes to pick it up. Either one. Look at that. She closed her mouth. Now she's an odor. Wait it out.
Your hands in your tree.
She moved out front. She knew. She wasn't even facing you and she knew. Yay! Good. I'll take it. Now go ahead and reach underneath, grab the hide. So she physically knows where it's at. Good. Nice. And then put it in your pocket. I feel like she might be obsessive and want to keep going back.
Alright, fine.
Now watch her mouth and her tail and see what happens. Oh, I forgot to move it up a little bit. Collecting under there. Good. See, she turned around. Yes. I'll take any of that. Yes, good girl. Nice. She like came to you and then did a quick turnaround like she knew. Oh no, odor is back there. And in that case, sometimes it is to our benefit to get in their way because odor now bounced off of you so she can find it and turned around. So there are times when we get in the way. It's kind of nice.
I'm sorry.
I do that if I'm letting Maverick just do his thing and he's just not finding out a puzzle. I move, I swirl some of the odor, it helps him recreate some of that odor pool, and it could be bouncing off me and allow him to collect it. Stuff like that you won't have to do till master, but you get to, it kind of gives you a visual of how I handle that.
Because she's treats in your pocket.
Oh, yes. Oh no.
I've got it.
Oh no. Oh, you can grab that. There we go.
I like to not know where it is because
Perfect. I hate when there's one that always tells me.
I
I mean,
I think it's interesting for them too because they're not used to being off the leash.
Yeah. Now that we get to
They're
have
like,
some
wait,
fun time.
what is this?
And then we got that class and then this class. Peeking underneath. Good. Perfect. Now watch what changed that. Very nice. Good job. Turn around so we knew the odor was somewhere. And we firm just a little bit. See if we can go around the other side of the corner. I mean, I will take any of that. I was hoping he'd problem solve and work his way around that little post. I mean, order was there at some point.
It's like, Mom.
Oh boy. Ah, yeah. There we are, Mom. Can't possibly be just hanging out there. Good. Nice job, everybody. How do you feel about that game? Right? Can you see a little bit more behavior and what you look for? So I do this a lot in my, like I think a bedroom, they tend to be smaller. Mine are tiny. So I can stay at the doorway and just let them do the things so I can watch and see where things happen. If you ever want to have another fun game, and you gotta have to have somebody with you when you do this, if you have somebody at home, is I do it where you can either close your eyes or put a blindfold, or you can technically you could turn the light off and have. But what you're doing is you're listening for your dog. You're listening to see, can I hear little feet? Can I hear the breathing change? Can I hear where they're going? And then you start to listen and say, oh, I can hear the slowing down and the pause. That's cool. And then you have to have somebody with you just to confirm that you're right. Yeah, it's always nice to do that. But that's fun to do too. Listen to your dog. Don't think about watching. Don't think about anything else. And I do that on the video too. So I take the video. I don't even look at the screen. I just listen to it. And you can hear a change in your dog. And some dogs are quieter than others. Like I said, Addie's she's got that click thing. Maverick is very quiet. I can't really tell with him, but I can tell his pace change. I can hear his feet and how quick he moves and everything. So those are always good challenges. Great job, everybody. It's so good. Again, this is week 5. We said that last week. Next week is week 6. Don't forget to sign up for class. We talked about changing things up. I mean, again, it's still going to be, we're going to move that advanced. It's just the name is still going to stay the same, but of course, we're going to up the ante with these challenges, right? So, and I think then in the fall or the August session, might be that where we start to add 2 on Thursday. So if you wanted to do a later time versus earlier or whatever. But just be on the lookout for that. I'm not sure. We have to shuffle and see what's gonna actually happen. So don't forget to sign up.
I signed Maddie up.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. I love it. Okay. Awesome.
I saw the trial. One of the hides, like it was mostly in queues.
Is it a container hide?
I can't remember, but like only 2 people queued, but it was like a bunch of things.
So there was a couple things that happened. There was a novice container hide that I did on Sunday.
Okay.
I never would have expected this. However it was angled in the building, lots of dogs hit on the hide.
It was the trial 2, wasn't it?
It was trial 2,
Yeah.
yes. And so what happened was, right, one dog hits on it, and then the next dog picks up those endorphins and the blowing odor, and then the next dog. So you probably found that a little bit maybe at your trial.
At our trial at the Berry,
Holly.
the 20,
I don't know.
Yeah, there were 20-something runs in Berry.
Dog.
I don't know. That's
And I will say it's
okay with
very
him.
common for Barry to have lots of NQs.
Yeah.
Because it's such a hard element to
And it was the
practice.
first one they did. Which was
Yeah, and you said it was in that funky room, right? So Barry's always Yeah, like one that you see lots of NQs, especially when you get up in the master. It's very common to have 2 dogs all the time. Just because it's such a hard challenge, and then you add all the swirling and trapping. And so that weird container challenge. I mean, we checked that box like twice because I was like, there's no odor in there, right? It was brand new. We pulled it out of the brand new stack, and then you get another dog slobbering on it, hitting on it, and
Yeah, that slobber gets in the way.
it does. The
Yeah.
endorphins really change it. So then, what I did for the next advanced classes, I rotated the position of the boxes. Didn't have a problem.
Come here.
So it's amazing how this little airflow changes.
Oh, you're so much
here.
trouble.
Hey there, little
Said, I
buddy.
smell your treats.
You gonna come home with us? We heard you got a new visitor in your house. A new tenant.
Yeah, an attention suck.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry you wanted to fish.
All he wants is to smell your treats.